Now, nighttime baseball from Northern California's Bay Area and Oracle Park. Ought to be a good one here between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. It's interleague baseball on the show. Johnny Cueto will be the man on the mound for the G-men. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Johnny Cueto's an interesting guy, man. Has a funky delivery. We call it the shimmy or the shake. He turns his back kind of Louis Tion style, throws from a lot of different arm angles, but his stuff is good. 93 to 96 miles an hour. Oakland. Good changeup and a good hard slider. The key with Johnny Cueto, keeping his pitch count down early on in the game.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Ground ball right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and up next will be Ramon Laureano. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Laureano is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Here's the first pitch to him. Shoots this one over to first. Belt has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. It's the A's nothing. Giants coming up. It's the Bay Bridge Series, and it's on the show. Matt Harvey, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
When you think of Matt Harvey, you think of the 2015 World Series against the Kansas City Royals. At one time known as the Dark Knight, has had some arm injuries, not quite the velocity that he used to have. He's still 93 to 95 miles an hour. His off-speed pitches aren't quite as crisp as they used to be before his injuries. He's trying to fight his way to be back to being a really good starter. He eats up some innings, but he's not the dynamic guy that he was early in his career.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Belt, an imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a 5th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Lined hard toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third.
Ready now, Alex Dickerson. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Harvey's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hard on the ground toward short, taken in by Simeon. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, errors are never welcome. But to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Liner towards second. And that'll get down for a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Chris Shaw the next to take a turn at the plate, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Second inning now from San Francisco with no score. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto. Now here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he takes strike two.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And let's shine the light on Stephen Vogt right here. Solid big league catcher, also very versatile. Ability to move to first base, handles himself from the left side of the plate.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. Just a 1-for-12 career line. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Piscotty, a California native, actually. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Hit the other way out toward right field. Dickerson is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Josh Phegley.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Josh Phegley. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Batting 8th, the second baseman.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at home.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Now to the plate, Stephen Vogt. He'll begin things here against Matt Harvey.
Stephen Vogt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at multi-dimensional Jurickson Profar. This guy at one point was the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Hasn't come to fruition the way we would have liked, but he is constantly grinding, the ability to play multiple positions and hit from both sides of the plate.
Pulled toward right center field. Laureano is in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 8, the second baseman, number 19.
Now at the plate, number 19. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Soft liner toward short. Go on to Olsen, will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. It remains 1-0. At the plate, Matt Harvey. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Matt Harvey.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
The 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Ball hit on the ground here for the first baseman, Belt. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 22.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in now, Ramon Laureano. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. A's are gone in order. They lead it 1-0. Into the box now, Johnny Cueto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. And there's one down now.
Now batting, center fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. First pitch on its way. Here's a drive out toward left center field. He threw first and hustling for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
First baseman, number 9.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Standing in, Matt Chapman. They'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Chapman has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have. Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Standing in now, Chris Davis. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Line drive to left. Shaw has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Striding in, Matt Olson. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
2 away now in the Oakland 4th. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. And they start him out away with a called strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Dickerson has a beat on it, and that retires the side. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Oakland. Leading off the inning, Alex Dickerson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now batting, third baseman.
So digging in now, Evan Longoria. A base hit in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and a sigh of relief as Longoria's retired easily for the second out.
The batter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in at the plate will be Chris Shaw. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it, and that ball is over the wall out toward the Cove. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Giants have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The batter.
Stepping in now, Stephen Vogt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So instead of leading off the following inning, Brandon Crawford bats here after the 2-out hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Vogt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. In the air now, out to left. After it is Davis. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But bye-bye, baby. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. We played 4, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Begley. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. In there, strike 1. Begley playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Yastrzemski will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The pitcher, number 33.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that means the pitcher will bat next, Matt Harvey. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They lead it 2-1. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with manager Bruce Bochy. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it feels like every time they've made contact, it's been hard contact. And the numbers certainly back that up. In total, they've hit an amazing 10 line drives in this game alone. And while some of those have resulted in outs, it's consistency that has this coaching staff feeling really good about what they're seeing right now.
The Giants.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Baseman, number 19.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Into the box, Johnny Cueto. Popped up. Olsen is there, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Mike.
Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. This is line to left. In there, a base hit. And he's safe. And the throw in gets away from him. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Next to bat for the Giants, Alex Dickerson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line drive, base hit to right. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
He's set, and the pitch to third. Chapman's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are tied 2-2. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well. And one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2. Line towards center field. Yastrzemski is there, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 2.
Now at the plate, Chris Davis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. The windup and the 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Athletics so far. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. At the plate, Chris Shaw, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Number 22.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Laureano on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Giants, the catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Digging in and looking for more, Stephen Vogt. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that'll be shy of the arcade as it's off the brick wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got her just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
In now, Brandon Crawford, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate. The tag, and they got him coming back to third. Digging in, number 19. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here in San Francisco, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Striding in once again, Matt Olson. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Athletics so far. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Josh Begley.
So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And that'll bring up the catcher, Josh Begley. Starts him out with the slider for a strike. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
The 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. The A's strand 1. Score remains 2-2. Pablo Sandoval is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Pablo Sandoval.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention,
So
please.
they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
In the 8th spot, number 37. Jake Diekman. Now playing second base and batting 9. Number
Austin Slater will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Austin Slater.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Hold the right string that time, Skip.
Into the box now, Brandon Belt, and he popped him up. But this will land untouched. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And the pitch. And that misses 1-1. His past history with Jake Diekman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Another 2-2 offering. Grounded back up the middle. Simeon's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Giants are down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Austin Slater will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field.
Trevor Godd's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And that brings up Chad Pinder. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And now a pitch on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Chad Pinder goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning.
Marcus Semien.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. Oh, had a hanger that time, but missed it. 1-2. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And he will get there as the go-ahead run is quickly to third now with the 2-out triple.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he misses again, 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
2 balls and a strike to count. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
He's set. The payoff pitch. Strike 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in now, Alex.
Leading up for the Giants, the right fielder, Alex Dickerson.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
0-1's the count.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
The 0-2 once more. Line toward the gap in left center. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. His past history with Jake Diekman. He's 1 for 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. Throwing to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Standing in now, Chris Shaw. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And as Giants fans hear on television quite frequently, that ball is out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they jump ahead by 3.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Lou Trevino is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Stepping in now, Stephen Vogt. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. And there's one away.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
Into the box, Brandon Crawford. And there's a base hit on the line.
Now batting, number 19.
Coming to the plate now, number 19. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Crawford blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
Buster Posey will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
28, Buster Posey.
Line drive base hit. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
Stepping in, Austin Slater. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Back to first, and he throws it away. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
In now, Brandon Belt. Hard liner to center field. Laureano there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Another good inning for the Giants. Who's got it better than those folks right there? We're back in San Francisco following this. Will Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 13.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. Will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. No balls and one strike. The 0-1 delivery. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Davis becomes the first out in the ninth inning.
Matt Olson.
Next up for the A's, Matt Olson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Smith has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Striding into the box, Stephen Piscotty. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Hit out towards second. on to first, and that's your ball game.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. San Francisco came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Trevor Gott is credited with the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 7 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,915. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at Oracle Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.